Woo! Live in full effect,
yes.
man. Full effect,
Yes.
belligerent state of mind. What's going
We
on, my brother?
man, we are here.
Man,
We
oh
are here,
man.
man.
Me and my brother Lou Hall, my man Recess. I don't know where he at. He should be joining us any minute now, any hour now.
Might have got lost at the beach,
Lost at the beach. I don't know what he's doing at the beach in October and shit, but it's all good, yo. But we here, man. We here live on YouTube, 9:30 on a
Yes.
Tuesday, man. If y'all want to join us live, you're more than welcome to. Join us live, man. Join in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Conversations always is flowing. Put your comment on the screen. We could talk about it. All of that good shit, man. But y'all know how we do, yo.
Exactly. Every Tuesday, 9:30. This don't ever stop. You can always believe, unless it's a holiday, the day before, we will be here.
Unless it's a holiday. A little suspect, yeah.
Oh, man.
A little suspect if it's a holiday, man.
No, I'm saying live. We will always have a show for y'all.
Exactly.
We will always have a show for y'all. But
live.
I don't know about the live, Because, just like y'all, we got lives.
100%.
We get live and we got live. So,
yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But yo, my man, let's get this shit popping, Lou Hall. You ready, brother?
Hey, let's go.
Let's go.
You are now listening to Belligerent State of Mind.
Checking the levels again, everyone checking in. It's me, Big Lou Hall Day with the evidence. We're heard on the road to J.O. and the residents. We be having fun, also drop lessons in politics, the stock market, and black excellence.
Damn, this shit is belligerent.
Hey, yo, what is good, y'all? You are tuned into Belligerent State of Mind, brought to you by the BPL. That's the Beast Pies and Life Network, beastpiesandlife.com. I'm one of your hosts. My name is D.A.M.E, a.k.a. D.A.M.E. Got my man Lou Hall in the building. What's up, my brother?
Man, what's good? It's your boy Lou Hall, a.k.a. Sue!
No doubt, man. Yes. That's right on point with the subject matter for tonight, yo.
Yes.
I love it, man. We got my brother Recess joining us in a little while and shit. He should be going on any second now, whenever he get ready. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of Recess.
We are live, my brother. We are live.
Recess
Fat Joe is in the building.
No communication ass niggas in the building, yo. Unprofessional ass niggas in the building.
Yo, that's gonna be the new podcast, the unprofessional ass podcast.
The no communication ass podcast and shit. The motherfuckers want to text you at 2:00 in the morning some nonsense, but he can't text you to let him know what time he gonna be on the show. What's good, Recess? What's poppin'? Your mic is working, man. What's poppin'?
What's good, fellas?
There you go. What's up, my man?
It's your boy Recess checking in. What's popping in the world of Neverland?
Chilling. Recess heard all of that shit, man. That's what's up, man.
You know what it is, D. You know America's Book of Secrets. You know what I'm saying? They want to cut you off. You know what I'm saying? Before you even get started, D.
Good thing we professionals, though, man. It's all good. You know how we do, man. We all professionals up in this motherfucker, man.
Absolutely.
Do what we do. All right, my brothers. How y'all week been, man? What's good?
Man, I tell you, man, the week has been lovely. You know why it's been lovely? Because I just gotta say, I love, and I say this every single week, I love life. I love taking advantage of it. I love just everything that life has in store. A lot of times we just get these unexpected blessings, Sometimes we go through different storms or whatnot, and, it tries to take us out. But then all of a sudden, at the end of the storm, there's this like unexpected blessing that comes out of nowhere. you know. And yo, sometimes you just gotta sit back and just not complain about things. I mean, I know it's hard. I know, we get bogged down with different things, but yo, we just don't need to complain because at the end of the day, something is coming for us,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Um, I mean, it just falls like out of nowhere, right in your lap, you know. For me, man, it's just understanding, being able at the age, getting ready to turn in a couple of weeks, the age of 39.
Ooh, wee.
Yes. Um, and just starting to understand myself. You start to understand, what you're gonna put up with. You're gonna understand, what you're not gonna put up with. You're gonna understand just about you, Sometimes you just take the time out to just understand you, understand just how what you want out of life, you know. A lot of times people want you to have certain things that they want, but you got to understand what you want out of life for you, because you're the only one that's going to be walking in these shoes. You're the only one that's going to be walking these country miles. You know, you're the only one that's going to be holding down your family. You know, so only you know. So if you got an opportunity, please, please take the time out. And just be with yourself. Go, if it's going to a hotel for the weekend, you tell your fam, listen, I'm just gonna do me for the weekend. Y'all have fun. I got y'all set y'all up with whatever it is that y'all want, but I'm going over this way, and just take time out for yourself. And then once you do that, I promise you, you know, you are going to come more level headed the following week, because sometimes we do need to reset. Sometimes we need a hard reset, just like a phone, like a computer. You do a hard reset so that way you can clear all the errors out, clear out all, maybe it might be some undetected virus, that's on the computer or your phone. And by doing a hard reset, man, that clears all that up, and then you're back to square one, and that way you'll be more focused. And just like a phone or a computer, you can function better. So what I'm telling y'all is, man, take the time out to just do you, understand you. There's nothing wrong with asking yourself questions like, um, think about, okay, did I do this right? Did I do that right? Nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying to second guess yourself, but to think about it. Because once you think about it, then you can, like I said, you'll be able to function better. When something arises later on, you'll be able to understand, like, you know what? I did it this way this time, so I'm gonna do it this way this time. And you might have a better outcome. So yo, just take the time and love on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not talking about self-love where you gotta go to a spa and all that stuff. Nah, you ain't got to do all that. Just take the time and chill with yourself.
Ooh, that's it. I love it, brother. I love it. I love the words, man. Love your words of encouragement, my brother. Good shit.
Yes, sir.
Good shit, man. Yo, for me, the week has been cool, dope. Shout out to the wife. She had a birthday last week. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to her.
Ooh,
You know what I'm
happy
saying?
birthday.
Yeah,
Happy
man.
birthday. We wished a happy birthday last week. Like,
Yeah,
man,
man.
the party getting started.
That's it. So we both took the day off and just took the next 2 days off and just chilled out, man. Just took it easy, relaxed, hung out. You know what I'm saying? Hung out and shit. So it was good shit. I got my birthday is next month. Same way Lou Hall got a birthday coming up. My birthday is next month. Feeling blessed, man. I'll be 43 years old, man. I'll be 43.
Ooh.
Beautiful shit, man. I ain't no fucking ashamed of nothing. Not 1 minute. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and she was like, I was like, yeah, I'm 42. She was like, 42? I thought you was in your 30s. I was like, yeah, it's all good, yo. But hey, I'm 42, yo. I ain't ashamed one bit. I love it. I love it. And I was talking to Lou earlier today, man. I was saying, like, we got a whole nother life to live, yo. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna probably live well into my 80s and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's a whole nother life all over again, yo, which is amazing. Whole nother life all over again with the knowledge that I gained the first 42 years and shit, man. So it's gonna be amazing, man. Looking forward to it, yo. And but other than everything is good, man. The family is healthy. I'm healthy. Everybody is good. We in good spirits, man. Get ready for the holiday season, man. And that's just about it, man. Caught up on a lot of movies this past week. A lot of movies, a lot of TV shows. Just been watching a lot of shit, man. A lot of good shows, some bad shows, you know. But you know, just try to spread it out all evenly and shit, you know. Try to have a good balance and shit, the good with the bad, yo. But we made it work though, man. But that's just
Zen balance, huh?
You know what I'm saying?
And zigzag zig.
You know what I'm saying? What's going on with you, Big Recess? Mr.
Everything
Noisy
is
Mike?
all
What's
good,
up,
D.
man?
Everything is all good. What's
No
popping?
doubt.
Yo, fellas, we're interested for tonight, man. This is gonna be big. So my whole week I've been chilling, D. You know what we do? Same thing Lou Ho was talking about. You know what I mean? We always start deep when we get into it, right? Like, come on, ease up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, basically it is what it is. You know, everybody just got to stay safe. Everybody's going through their own thing right now. You know, I think I mentioned this before. You know, you never want to feel like, you know, your troubles are, you know, on your shoulders and you're the only one with troubles on your shoulders. If you step to a table with a few men and all y'all put y'all problems on the table and you look at everybody else's problems, you probably pick your shit right back. I was saying, you know what I mean?
This is facts.
You know, success is whatever success is to you, you know, and I just feel like, you know, I've just been blessed and it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And I'm just interested about tonight. I don't even want to go any further about what it was this weekend. I know you was always talking about good shows and bad shows, episodes 8s and 9s. I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, D. So let's get into it, my guy.
That's what's up, man. Yo, big shout out to the chat room. I saw we got Linda in the building, man. What is going on? Linda always joining us, man. Day
What's
one.
good?
Yes, what's going on, Linda?
Good. Shout out to the rest of the Belligerent Bunch, Big Lou Ho Senior. Shout out to Jamelia. Shout out to Zakia. Who else? Who else we got? Shout out to B. Janae, Prez, Coco Bella. Everybody, man.
Everybody.
Love y'all, man. Appreciate it, yo. Oh man, I ain't trying to get this shit popping, yo. Y'all know how we do recess, man. You know what we start every show off with, man.
What is that, D?
Ooh, every single show we start off. My favorite segment, man. It's called Nuff, Respect, Do. We give props and pay homage to somebody while they're still here, man. So for this week, it's on my brother Recess to get into his Nuff, Respect, Do. Let's see what you got, my man.
Big shout out to Prez. The only benefit for me is that my turn comes along quicker when I'm doing the Nuff Respect Do.
Word.
I am blessed to piggyback behind D, who just threw me the alley-oop from last week. My Nuff Respect Do for personal reasons, and is someone that when I think about childhood and music, and when I started getting into hip hop in the music sense, it's got to be told. My Nuff Respect Do goes to Long Island born Andre Brown, better known to the world as Dr. Dre.
Nice.
Okay.
And this is not the Andre that you think I'm talking about from the West Coast. Unfortunately, to here in the East Coast, before we knew about a Dr. Dre in Los Angeles, we known only one Dr. Dre, and that's the Dr. Dre that was tag teaming with last week's Nuff Respect Do recipient by D. Ed Lover.
Nice.
Unbelievable, guys. For personal reasons, of course, I will have to say it's because of Dr. Dre that I even got my pair of SL 1210s. He was the first person I ever saw on TV with the turntables, putting on the records, cutting them up, cueing, doing everything live on TV. You would at that time, dag D, I can't even tell you, because even the Invisible Scratch Pickles, when those tapes came through, that was later on. You know, it's not until 89, 90, I'm watching this guy. I'm like, are you serious? And then to think that the show sometimes was broken up. I remember when, and this is Yo MTV Raps, guys, the greatest hip hop show of all time. I'm sorry, it's got to be,
100%.
yeah, man. To me, is that you had a video music box, which is the staple. Ralph McDaniels and the Vid Kid was a staple for 3:30 to 4:30. Yes, but that's channel 31 public. Most of us was watching that too. But when it comes to Yo MTV Raps, when you get to see the artists coming out, when you got to see a brand new Duck Down or Wu Tang or Eric B and Rakim, you know, everybody, you name it, they were on the show. 1998. Seems like when 1988 warmed up so much, when you had all the Mount Rushmores, Kane, KRS-One, Slick Rick, Cool G, and the God MC. And you would see them on Yo MTV Raps. And with Ed Lover and Dr. Dre going back and forth, funny as hell, guys. It's not to be said. Enough respect due to Dr. Dre. They went on a Hot 97, guys, a legendary morning show.
Amazing.
Once I can't say enough. Def Comedy Jam started in 1992, and you saw Kid Capri cutting up records. It was cut at the end of the show.
Right.
That's the next level. I already had my SL 1210s. Every time he would do some on Def Comedy Jam, the very next day I'm out getting those records so I could do the same thing on my turntables.
Nice.
This is it touched deep. It touched deep with me because Dr. Dre doesn't get enough respect due, of course, because of his name on mainstream purposes, but for his impact on New York City hip hop when it comes to Yo MTV Raps. Yeah, D. The alley-oop from last week.
It's so good.
I had to catch that one, man.
Like you said, yo, Dre was definitely he definitely doesn't get it. I mean, people forget about him.
Oh,
Forget about Dre all the time. Oh, they forget about Dre. They really forget about him.
Oh, that's where he got it from, huh?
Word, they really do forget about him, man. But like you said, like even though I said I did the Ed Lover last week, but it was him and Dre. Him and Dre for a majority of that run, man. And like you said, Dre was dope. He was funny as hell. He was he had a good sense of humor. He is dope DJ, and it's unfortunate. We had a lot of he has a lot of health issues going on. I believe he had like diabetes and stuff. I think he went blind. I think he went blind. He might have had some kind of
he has type 2 diabetes, and he recently lost his vision.
That's kind of amputation too. I'm not sure, but I heard him in an interview. It could, what is it? Is it 2021 now? I think it was either 2020 or 2019. I heard him in an interview, and he's good spirits, man. He was cracking jokes. He sound good, yo. He was like making mad. He was funny as hell. I was like, oh shit, like he sounded really good, man. So he was in good spirits too. He was in good. He's making jokes on himself and shit. Making jokes on himself about being blind or whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? But definitely shout out to him, and that's a good one, man. Shout out to Mr. Dr.
Definitely
Dre,
a good one.
Yeah, man. Dope shit. All right, my brothers, man. We're gonna get into this, man. We have a big anniversary. 25 years, man.
Yes.
Almost to the day, yo. One of the biggest releases in hip-hop history. Launched a solo career of, in my opinion, like the best member of the Wu-Tang Clan and shit, man. My personal opinion. He's the best member of the Wu-Tang Clan. He's the one he carried the whole clan on his back for years, for years. Yeah, man. Get into a Lou Hall, man. What we got this week, my brother, man?
Oh man, listen. 25th anniversary. Definitely have to echo the same thing. One of my favorites on this group, man, the Wu-Tang Clan, man. We talking about this guy named Ghostface Killah. And we talking about the debut album. The debut album, fellas. The debut album.
Man.
And I'm talking about Iron Man. Iron Man, Ghostface Killah. Man, when I tell you this album, oh my God. Okay, let's just go ahead and get into it. This album was released on October 29th. He said that right now it's October 26th, so on Friday will be the 25th anniversary for the drop of this album. Now, funny, this album actually had 17 tracks originally.
Okay.
But in 2001 there was another track that they took off, which was the Soul Controller, and that was featuring the Force MDs. That sample didn't quite get clearance, so in 2001 they pulled it off the album. So if you have the original album, make sure you hold on to that, because that does have the track number 16 on there.
Dope.
So after 2021, there was 16 tracks on this album, right? So when you look at the cover of this album, you see three main faces. That's Ghostface, or four main faces. Ghostface, three. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Ghostface, Raekwon, and Capadonna. Now on the album itself, he had a slew of features. Now, as far as the main one of the Wu-Tang, it was You God, right? But he also had people like Mary J. Blige on the album. He had Method Man on the album. He had Inspector Deck. He had Master Killer on the album. You know what I'm saying? And RZA. The only person he didn't have was ODB.
Word.
And I mean, with this album, this is crazy, because the whole premise of the whole album, it was basically based in the 70s. Now, it had that 70s flow, had the music, had the samples from different movies. One of the movies I just actually watched the other day, and that's The Education of Sonny Carson. So you have that in the very first song. You have a scene from there. And what's crazy is on that, I found this out on that movie. Just a little bit of tidbit of information. Y'all ever heard of Paul Benjamin?
Paul Benjamin? Nah.
He's actually a real successful actor. He's been in a lot of movies.
Okay.
When you see, matter of fact, he was on the Five Heartbeats, Eddie Kane's father.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And what's crazy is this guy, he's actually from South Carolina. Peely in South Carolina, went to C.H. Johnson High School.
Okay. Yeah. That's my man.
College.
Oh, that's my man from Do the Right Thing and shit, too.
Yeah, Do the Right Thing, too.
Yeah. No doubt.
Yeah. Just a little tidbit to tie it in with South Carolina, because I'm from the South.
Of course, we gotta go with it. Yo, real quick, Lou, I want to go back to the cover real quick. I always love when because Duck Down did it too. Duck Down Records did it too, where they would bring in the next up the bat. Like Black Moon album featured Smith and Wesson. Smith and Wesson's album featured, I think it was OGC. And OGC's album featured Helter Skelter. I love how the Wu did, how these three brothers did it. How Raekwon was featuring Ghostface Killah. So Raekwon got his shine, but it's featuring Ghostface Killah. Said it on the bottom, featuring Ghostface Killah. He bought him in. And then it's Ghostface Killah. Then it was featuring Capadonna. Capadonna. And I was like, I love that shit. I think the second album, it was he featured I can't remember his man's name, yo, but he did it again in his second album. Street Life, I think it was. I think it was Street Life. Featuring Street Life, I think the second album was and shit. But I just love that concept. I love that concept because I didn't really know. I'm trying to think. Did I know who? We kind of knew Capadonna was because we already heard like Ice Cream and shit. So we knew who he was. But that was like a dope introduction. Like Capadonna. I was like, okay, this dude is next up the bat and shit, man. So.
And then coincidentally, 2 years later, Capadonna came out with his album, The Pillage.
Yep, and I love that. That's another classic fucking album and shit.
Another classic album,
no doubt.
This album had production from only the RZA and True Master. Those are the only two producers.
I didn't know that. I didn't know the RZA produced the whole album and shit. I had no idea.
Produced the whole album. True Master actually.
I find that fascinating, yo, because like none of the songs sound the same and shit. They all sound completely different, yo.
But fast forward, Ghostface is actually going to be doing a Supreme Clientele 2, and
Okay.
guess who's going to be doing all the tracks on that one?
Who, Kanye?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
So,
no,
I mean,
no. Is he doing the tracks, or is he just an executive producer?
now see, that's a good question because there's a difference. There's a
Yeah,
difference.
I think he said he's executive producer. I think.
Well, that
executive
means
producer.
Kanye is going to have production over 3/4 of the album.
He could. I don't know.
My
don't
partner
know.
Recess is shaking his head. What's up, my brother? What you got to say about it?
You talking about we're real hippity hoppity, man, with this one, yo. Talk about
man.
True Master. Yo, True Master was the only other. But we're talking about Ironman Platinum. Yo,
Yes.
this sold over 175,000 or something his first week. Yo, it was crazy. Though all that I got is you. Why you gonna say Mary J. Blige is on it and not say that though? That's
But
the
no,
track.
I didn't get to the. I didn't
Fucking
even
roaches out the cereal box.
I
Yo,
didn't even
come
get to the
on,
songs
man.
yet. I mean,
I know, but you started talking about Kanye, so that's why I'm like, come on now.
Stepping on niggas' toes.
I know, right? It's like, damn.
Because you started talking about Kanye, yo. Come on now.
Oh man,
Reel it
come
back
on,
in.
man.
We talk about Iron Man.
All
You
right,
talk about
reel up,
Iron Man,
reel
right?
up. Real up. Yes.
Reel up. Reel it back. Come rewind.
All right. So, like I said, and as far as with the album too, it also had a scene, and that was on the second song, Wildflower, and that was a scene from JD's Revenge.
Oh, okay.
This is the best fucking I ever had.
You better go talk to him.
And if y'all seen JD's Revenge, whoo, that movie, it's perfect timing for Halloween.
Oh, that's the one with Glenn Thurman, right?
Yes. Perfect time for Halloween.
I don't remember that fucking scene. That must have been later on. I don't remember that scene and shit. Damn.
Yeah,
that's
man.
Funny.
That is crazy, man. Yo, another tidbit of information about this album. So if you listen to the voice of Ghostface now, and then you listen to him on previous albums, it sounds different. You know why? Because there was a flood in the basement studio, Riss's basement studio, and with that flood, it messed up like all the different settings of the preamps and the compressions for each member. So he basically had to go
Deck's whole project was done.
Yeah, his whole project was a wrap.
All of it was done.
Oh,
so this was released after the flood. So that's why this album actually sounds completely different from what they originally had, especially with Ghostface's sound voice.
That's interesting. That's interesting. Well, they did a good job then. They did a good job. At least they was able to salvage it. Because like Reset said, Inspector Deck, he said his shit was, he had to do this entire shit from scratch, yo. And it didn't come out anywhere like how he expected it to come out. So
yeah. Like Reset said earlier, this was platinum. This did go platinum. But for the first week, it debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200 and on the top R&B and hip hop charts with over 156,000 copies the very first week.
This dude was a star from the jump. He was a star from the jump, yo.
Yes.
Damn, I would have never even guessed that shit. I would have never
even
guessed that, yo.
All hell the queen. For real. Oh man, that just blew. That took him to the stratosphere.
Oh yeah. And it did become, like I said, certified platinum. Now check this out. So there's another song issue, Marvel. That's the very last song on the album. So that was actually only a CD only bonus track. So if you had the tape, Marvel wasn't on there. But if you had the CD, then you had Marvel. And that's crazy because during that time in '96, tapes was still popping. I had
no CD player on fucking '96, yo. I had cassettes till like fucking '99, yo.
Yo, shout out to
CDs were whack back then. It was whack. You couldn't walk around with it because the CD player always skipped and shit.
Yeah, it didn't. Well, I think when they started that skip protection, like a little bit later on, like maybe
that was
a couple of years later. Yeah,
exactly.
D's right. 99, 98, 99.
Yep.
That's when they came out with the Bluetooth.
Which Bluetooth you talking about?
The first Bluetooth earpiece.
That was over. That was that early. Oh, I ain't
Yeah,
know it was that
99?
early.
99.
99. You
Oh,
sure?
Yeah, absolutely.
oh,
I remember it. I remember it very clearly. Verizon store, we had them. So yeah, like you were saying, you only could get that Marvel if it was on the CD. Nobody bought CDs.
That's
back
why I
then
never
still.
heard it. Because now I'm
I-
seeing even the Jizza had a bonus songs on CD only. I never heard it. And OGB had a bonus song. I never heard it either. 'Cause I only had the cassettes for those albums and shit. Okay. I guess because
And-
that was a Wu-Tang shit. Wu-Tang thing.
the only thing I knew about in '99 was Cash Money taking over for the '99 and 2000. That's all I remember.
I hear that.
But yo, man, let's get into these tracks, man. So, the very first joint, man, like I said, had the intro, and that was from a scene on the education of Sonny Carson. If y'all have the opportunity, make sure y'all check that movie out. Came out in 1974, and it's on YouTube for free. So where you listening to this at, make sure y'all check that out. Also, the education of Sonny Carson. Crazy movie, man. So, like I said, had that. We had Iron Maiden featuring Raekwon and Capadonna. Bars in that whole song. Oh my god! Then we go
right out the gate.
right out the gate. Number 2, Wildflower, and like I said, that was featuring a scene from JD's Revenge. The next joint, man, the Faster Blade featuring Raekwon.
Classic.
And if y'all just want to shout out any lyrics, go ahead and shout out lyrics, man. I don't.
Look, Reese has no other fucking lyricists. I don't
Yo,
know.
I'm not gonna go into it. Faster Blade is the one. Y'all funny because D mentioned it earlier how he loves how they collaborated. Yo, I think Raekwon is the only one on Faster Blade. I think he spit through the whole shit.
Oh, is he now? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how much he's featured.
Okay.
I think he's been through the whole shit. I didn't even remember Ghostface on there.
Yeah, you're right. Looking at the shit, it just says the writers and shit. Corey Woods and Robin Diggs. That's funny.
It's only 2 minutes 27 seconds.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's just Raekwon getting his thing off. I was like, yo, this is
it's
four
Ghostface album and
songs.
shit.
Yeah, what is this?
Then we had number 3, the Faster Blade featuring Raekwon again.
Oh,
that's the one I just talked about. Yeah, the Faster Blade.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. Number 4 was 260, and that was featuring Raekwon again.
Okay.
Number 5, we had Assassination Day, and that was featuring Raekwon.
Ooh, that beat is so hard.
Inspector Deck, Master Killer.
Yo. Who said that shit off? Inspector Deck set that shit off, right?
Yeah, I think Inspector Deck said
I don't know lyrics and shit. We all die tonight, some shit.
Then we have number 6, Poisonous Darts. And then number 7, let me tell you about this joint. This is called Winter Wars, right? Winter Wars was not only on this album, but was also on that Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood soundtrack. And if you try to put matters, as a matter of fact, if you go to I don't know how it is on Tidal, but I know at Apple Music, they have this one grayed out.
Really?
Yes, this song is grayed out.
Oh.
Yes, the shit is raw coming at your door. You start to scream out loud. Who takes back for more? Yes.
Any explanation why that shit is grayed out?
I don't know. And I wonder if the Don't Be a Miss South Central has the rights to the song. So because we don't know how this shit works, especially with the streaming shit. We really do not.
Oh shit! Even on fucking what you call the music? YouTube music.
YouTube music.
Songs.
Oh wow!
Holy shit!
I'd like to do some more research on that one.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But you had that joint.
But that's my shit. When my man Capadonna went off on that shit.
Oh,
man. Capadonna went off on that shit, yeah.
Cash it in and get $10 back.
Fat LP with cappuccino on the wax. Yo, shout out to Prez, man. That's what me and Prez went to go see. Yo, this nigga, mute your fucking mic, nigga. God damn you. Me and Prez went to go see. We went to go see the Rock the Bells in 2000 and 2008. Me and Prez would go see Rock the Bells and shit. And then he bought Capadonna out. Capadonna came out. And Capadonna he did this whole verse, you know, like they just let him, because it was Raekwon and Ghostface show, and they just let Capadonna just do him, yo. They both just stepped to the side, yo, and he did his whole fuck. I know that whole shit, yo. I did. The whole crowd knew that shit. Everybody was doing that shit, yo. That shit was dope, man. That's one of my favorite verses of all times and shit, yo. Love that shit. That shit is amazing.
Yo, we got song number 8, Boxed in Hand. The crazy thing, now this joint is featuring Raekwon and Method Man, but the crazy thing is this is quote unquote a remix because they had to do this one, I guess at the last second. They actually have an original one which you can find on the Hidden Darts album of Ghostface. It's like a B-side joint, and this one is featuring Method Man and Street Life.
Okay. See, yeah. Street Life. My man, Street Life got on that second album and shit, man. That's what's up.
Oh yeah.
That's what's up.
So yeah, the one that you hear now, that's basically a remix, quote unquote. Yo, so then we get to number 9, Fish, featuring Raekwon and Capadonna. Yo, Ghostface gets on there. We eat fish, toss salads, and make ballots.
Yeah, man. That beat is dope too, man.
Yes, I love that beat.
That shit is dope, man.
And then we get to number 10 with another one of the dopest songs on the album.
My favorite song.
Can-Be.
My favorite song on this fucking album and shit.
My fellas, if you ever have an affinity for an older woman, this right here is the perfect song. Oh my God.
Favorite shit. Love it.
Yes. Can-Be, man.
Sweeter Can-Be. Your hair do way more class than the Holly Berry. Court visit to me and you riding on the ferry. That's what man Capadonna got over that shit, right? Push your daughter to talk to my man Barry. He ought to be a sex on the beach with the cherry. That nigga said order her Runiti. How did they say Ruidi on ice? Well, I forgot that old shit from back in the days, yo. Reuniti on ice. Old niggas used to drink and shit, yeah.
Exactly. Yo, then we get to another one of my favorite joints. Number 11, Daytona 500. Got my man singing on the beginning. We are the G-O-D.
Now, somebody said, I was listening to some interview. I think that might have been the Foursome D's too. I think that might have been the Foursome D's, if I'm not mistaken.
Why they didn't get credited?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, because they was talking about it on, I think it was one of them old Questlove Supremes, and they was talking about it. I was like, oh shit, that was them. I'm almost positive it was them.
Wow. And quick note, what song is Foursome D's popular for?
What, the 5 Heartbeats joint?
No.
What are you talking about?
If I'm not mistaken, Tender Love.
Oh yeah, you know that's my shit. Of course. I think in Foursome D's from Staten Island and shit, right?
Yep.
I think I think they was the original representatives of Staten Island and shit. They was the Foursome C's, yo.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the Foursome C's, and they changed the name to the Foursome D's.
Yo. Then we get to number 12. Motherless Child.
Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Boom, 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 boom.
And what's so crazy is
poor man read the headlines.
Niggas getting murdered for spots and making times.
Yo, shout out to the RZA, man. Yo, I swear all of these beats sound completely different, yo.
Yes.
Damn, it do not sound like the same person did this whole album and shit, man. That's amazing, yo. This dude really put his work in, man. I think maybe that's why I'm be so critical of him, you know, as of late, because he did so much amazing fucking work in the early 90s, man. I just wish he went back to that sound, man. God damn, yo.
Facts.
Damn, man.
And this song was actually featured on the what's the name of that soundtrack? Sunset Park.
Okay.
Yeah, that was on the Sunset Park soundtrack.
Time to get live, time to represent.
Yep. Then the next joint, man, another dope song. Like this, I'm telling y'all, this album you could just play from the beginning and let it play. Yes.
That shit is great. Wu-Tang.
No.
Number one. That's not a joint?
No. That's not it. This one
it's
is
not
Jesus.
that. Oh, okay. I skipped one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the next one is Black Jesus featuring Raekwon and You God.
This album is hard. So which one is Black Jesus again? God damn.
Oh my god.
You be like me and shit, yo. You be like me and so,
see, Reese says you should be the one that know all the joints.
Right off the top of the head. As soon as
Exactly.
until I hear it, I'm like, oh, okay. Just looking at the names, that shit don't really catch me like that. Just looking at the names and shit.
But then after that, that's the joint that you were talking about on 14, which is After the Smoke Clear.
Right.
And that's featuring RZA and the Delphonics.
Wu-Tang Delphonics number one. Dum, dum. That shit is hard, yo.
So then after this one, we get to the song that makes grown men cry. I'm telling you, when I first heard this joint, tears was rolling down my face.
Wow.
This was in 96. And this song is All I Got Is You, featuring Mary J. Blige. I can remember seeing this video. And I mean, it was so visual of the song, like everything that was happening in the song that he was rapping about. Two at the foot, one at the head. We didn't like to see with John. He beat the bed.
I like to see with Lou Hall. He peed the bed.
Oh, fuck that.
7 o'clock, plucking roasts out the cereal
box.
We share the same spoon. Watch the Saturday
cartoons. Yo, and they was literally sitting on there. They had the big spoon in the box. Amazing. With the wooden spoon, man. It was like
flashbacks back when I was young. Who ever thought I'd have a baby girl to 3 sons? God damn, Ghost. Yeah.
Yes. And I mean, this one and this one was dedicated to his moms. He dedicated this song to his moms, man. So that one
hold on, Lou Hall. Shout out to Lynn in the chat. She said you was tearing up and shit. You was tearing up, man.
Oh yeah, I definitely was. I ain't even afraid to admit that one. I ain't even afraid to admit that one. I was that one was a huge tearjerker.
But I see what Recess was saying as far as, which I didn't realize at the time, that they did put the single out before the album came out. So which is mad smart, yo, mad smart. So the single came out in September, and then the album came out a month later. Mad smart, yo. So I'm sure the video and everything was all out, and then they put the fucking. See, I would have never guessed that was the first single. I would have thought this was probably the second single, which I would have thought. Which is normally
Daytona 500, son. You had to hit him with the hardest track on the. I'm sorry, Daytona 500.
Well, that was the second single. Yeah, that was the second single. See, I would think it would be the other way around. I would put Daytona out, and then you put the All They Got Is You. But they came out the gate on fire, though, man. Fire.
Thanks to the queen. Thanks to the queen.
And RZA smart. RZA knew exactly what he was doing.
100%.
because it was the audience. He grabbed this album, grabbed everybody. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
not just saying, your average hip hop fans. I'm talking about you. First of all, you put Mary on the track, so you got
Mm-hmm.
the R&B, people who were just in the R&B, and the women, they were, and then that was bringing all the attraction to women to the hip hop joint.
Mm-hmm.
And I even remember back then there were in school that some women or girls that did not listen to hip hop, but they listened to this album and they was rocking this album, the
Yep.
whole album. So
Yep.
that was like another introduction into the Wu.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely
Dope,
smart,
man.
man.
Dope, dope.
Then like I said,
Classic
oh yeah,
video, man.
Mm-hmm.
and then we get down to the last two joints. Um, oh, and by the way, that song, all I got is you.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken, that is a remake of another song.
Oh, of course, man. Of course.
And that is that it contains a sample from that Maybe Tomorrow by the Jackson 5, produced by Barry Gordy. And was
Nice.
also on this song as well, featured some scenes from the education of Sonny Carson.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes, yes. So like I said, now we get down to the final two joints. Depending on if you got the album pre 2001, and then if you had the tape or the CD. So, like I said earlier, number 16, the Soul Controller featuring the Force MDs. That's if you had the joint before 2001.
Mm.
Anything that was pre-packaged after 2001 didn't get this joint.
Okay.
And then the last joint, Marvel, if you had the CD, you got this joint. But if you only had the tape, you didn't get this joint. So, with that being said, I just ran through the tracks um, of this dope album, this platinum album. Um, I would, and what I should have done is I should have went back and see as far as how many albums it sold thus far. Because if you notice, a lot of albums they're going back and certifying them platinum after several years. So I wonder how
Right.
many times this one has become
Platinum, because we know it was
platinum.
definitely one
Exactly.
platinum. Definitely, it's definitely one
One time.
one time platinum. But
Exactly.
I wouldn't be surprised if it maybe gained another million and shit. I wouldn't be surprised, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
Yeah, man.
But yo, this album was amazing. Um, just a couple of other joints that they had on different samples. Um, on that 260, they had the sample of Al Green. You Ought to Be With Me also
Okay.
features some excerpts from the education of Sonny Carson. You had on that Assassination Day. You had some dialogues from the film The Usual Suspects. That Poisonous Darts.
Mm.
It had some excerpts from the film Mystery of Chess Boxing.
Okay.
Yeah. That that Who Will Survive. That was excerpt that contains a sample from Never Can Say Goodbye, Girl. Jackson 5. On that Fish, that Chain, they had a sample from Change Is Gonna Come by Otis Redding.
Okay.
That Daytona 500, Lady in My Life, Michael Jackson had an excerpt from that. So I mean, the Soul Controller, that's the one that was taken off due to the sample. And I'm wondering now that I'm looking at the sample, it actually featured a interpolation of Change Is Gonna Come by Sam Cooke.
Okay.
So I'm wondering if that's
Interpolation.
the sample. Yeah, interpolation. I wonder if that's the sample that kept it from being on anything after 2001. Yeah, man.
Maybe they didn't work all that. They didn't work that out clearly and shit.
Absolutely. So fellas, in a nutshell, like I said, and some things about the 25th anniversary, they are going to be releasing an LP,
Okay.
and that's going to be released on this coming week on Friday.
Okay.
For the 20th anniversary, and it's going to feature two newer songs. But I guess those were some songs that were done that didn't make the album. So it's new to us, but old to them.
Got it.
Yeah. So they are going to be releasing a LP, an actual album.
Yeah, the actual vinyl and shit.
The actual vinyl,
Yeah, that's dope. Like I said, Ghostface, man, he definitely did his thing, though, man. He just came out the gate on fire, man, and had one of the greatest. It's still in the middle of one of the greatest hip hop careers ever. Like the longevity. Oh my god, man. I don't know, man. We start looking at Ghostface, man. Like when we start talking this ghost shit, seriously, yo, he need to be in a conversation because you talking about consistency. This nigga been out since fucking 1992. He been consistent since 1992.
But you know what?
2021 right now. He about to drop another fire ass album, yo. This shit is crazy.
But y'all clown me back when we were doing our other podcast back in the day.
Nobody clown you. You was just tripping and shit. Yeah.
Nah.
What's the context? Get some context, man. Get some context.
So we did a what was it? A hip hop. It was like a hip hop.
Hip hop draft. We did a draft.
Yeah, hip hop draft.
Yeah,
hip hop draft. And my number one pick out of that draft was Ghostface Killah.
Now, was it people that was alive or anybody?
People that was alive.
Okay, you picked Ghostface. Yeah.
I picked Ghostface.
You were still tripping and shit, but it's all good.
Nah, not after we just went through the 25th anniversary.
You got a valid point. That's a valid point, though, man.
I seen that from the jump.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Ghostface Killah. I think I've seen him live like damn. I've seen him live like 4 times and shit. Now I think about it. Holy shit.
That's about the same with me.
Damn.
Oh, yo, I was able.
You found out secretly a big fan of that dude. Yeah, we found out
right?
secretly like a mad big Ghostface fan. I didn't even realize that shit. Yeah.
I was fortunate enough to get a chance to see when it was 25th anniversary of
Cuban Links.
Yep. So I saw them perform. They came to Columbia, and man, when I tell you, shout out to my boy Action. Both of us went, man. I'm talking about word for word. You know, we just yo. I mean, just seeing Ghostface. Yo, that's a tall dude. Ghostface is super tall. I seen him. I looked up. I was like, oh, okay. I'm not fucking with him. Yo. But yeah, man. Shout out to Ghostface.
Shout out to Ghostface, man. Shout out to
y'all ain't heard the album. Y'all go check it out, man.
Most definitely.
Luho, did you mention Motherless Child?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
All right.
Because that was the Motherless Child was the joint on Sunset Park soundtrack.
That's right. That was the 3rd single that dropped right after. So not only was it connected to Mary J. Blige, it always had a movie connected to the album also.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
And I think that video was in black and white, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't remember the video.
I don't remember the video.
At all.
I remember the video when Ghostface came out in a robe playing some 1970s joint and started talking crazy about Action Bronson. That was hilarious.
Here we go.
That was hilarious. I mean, that's a moment everybody from that.
It was, but that shit, whatever his goal was, that shit didn't work, man. Shout out to Action Bronson, yo. Shout out to Action Bronson because that shit didn't work.
I don't know what you mean. I don't know.
I don't know. He was trying to shut his shit down, That shit didn't work at all. At all.
You know, he definitely wanted his respect because at the time it was true. You know, Action Bronson did sound similar to Ghostface.
He still does, but
that's his fucking voice. That's his fucking voice and shit. Like,
Shine and Biggie.
That's his fucking voice.
Or Gorilla Black, if y'all remember.
True. But if that was you, at every choice, if my voice sounded like a hip hop legend, I know I wouldn't be anywhere showing any signs of disrespect toward the man either.
Of course not.
But Action. You know, it was taken as disrespect from Ghostface, but Action
was like
said
one moment though. It was like one moment.
That's all it takes. That's all it takes.
Like
and that's a moment when you think about Ghostface. Yes, I think about him coming out with the Woo. I think about Supreme Clientele. Of course, I think about Ironman. I think about but one of the things that you think about is Ghostface. As much as you think of ODB hopping on the Grammys, is how I think about Ghostface coming out in the robe talking. Oh man, that was
Talking
hilarious.
crazy.
But
Man.
Another thing about Ghostface, man, this dude always got the fly wallabies. Even in 2000 and 2021, this dude still got the fly wallabies, man. It
Hilarious.
make me want to just like go out and buy
You want to
wallabies
get the
now.
blue and cream, get the blue,
Yeah.
with the dye, with the
Sprinkled all in it.
Yo, shout out to the Ghostface Killah though, man. Shout out to my man, yo.
Yes.
Yo,
I remember in the show real quick with Beyonce and Jay when he
Yeah.
came out. With Slick Rick took all the Trump jewelry. And
Ghostface been
come
popping,
on,
yo.
man. That's
Ghostface been
another
popping,
moment.
man.
When you think about Ghostface, though, he was when it was that last Jay concert,
shit, yo.
he was the only feature the whole concert other than Beyonce.
I know.
That was on the run, shit. Right?
No, that was way back when.
That was the
when
black.
Jay was leaving, when he was the
Black album.
The Black album, yeah.
That's right.
Yep. That's what's up, man.
Yo,
real quick though, man. Before we bounce out of here, man. We just we're in the second week now of the NBA season, man. NBA season getting off to a very good start, man, as usual. Yo, I'm shopping for a new young team, man. I'm shopping for a new young team, and I have my eye on these boys from before the season started. Like right the season, I looked at the roster. I was like, yo, this team look kind of. I love these young boys, and now they're undefeated, man. I'm talking about the Chicago Bulls and shit, 4-0 right now. I looked at that roster. I was like, whoa, Lonzo Ball, got my man Zach LaVine, got my man DeMar DeRozan. I was like, what they got at center? They got the dude from the Magic and shit, right? The dude from the Magic playing center. Very impressive, man. Very impressive, yo.
Yeah.
But I said the season's looking all right so far. What's up?
Oh yeah. Coming in behind your young team that you looking at. Yo, shout out, and I'm gonna forever say it. Shout out to the New York Knicks, man. They looking really fucking good.
Okay, now you're getting carried away, my nigga. Now you get carried away. They looking all right. They looking all right. I mean, the season is still early. They looking all right, yo.
But we normally don't have a season start out the way that we starting out right now. That's
looking good,
that's
man.
pretty. That's
good.
To me, that's pretty impressive.
Now, when I look at the Eastern Conference, the top three teams are the Bulls, the Knicks, and the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah,
it's all young boys, man. Which I watched the Nets play the Charlotte Hornets bust my team ass the other night.
LaMelo.
I was watching that game. I was like, yo, they can't keep up with these dudes, yo. They can't keep up with these young boys. These young boys is like just blowing past everybody. It's blowing past them. I was like, wow. Now, the only thing as far as the NBA goes, y'all know, like, it slows down when it comes to the playoffs. That's why it always looks like the younger teams, you know, they always have a great regular season. But then when it comes to the playoffs, when, you know, just shit slows down and then they have more time to prep for them. So that's why they got to find that good balance and shit, all these young teams. But I said, very impressive, man. Like I said, the Nets are not doing that good. They're 2-2 right now. They looking they struggling, man. They struggling. I think James Harden is still hurt. I think he because he's not playing like he's either still a little bit hurt or he's definitely out of shape. He's definitely out of shape. He's not getting no dough. He's not getting the calls that he normally gets either. So it's real rusty, man. KD's out there solo. He out there solo basically. He on fucking MVP mode right now, solo. So it's looking a little rough, but it's, you know, still early.
Still early. Yeah.
Still early. Yeah. He got time to get himself in shape and shit, man.
But who doesn't have time to get themselves in shape? Because that shit's looking like a shit show already. I'm talking about the Lakers. That's yo, and you called it, D. I got to give you your props. You called that shit. Yo.
Listen, man, this ain't a fucking video game, yo. This ain't a video game. Like
Everybody's at 99.
you know what I'm saying? You playing though, well, they're not at 99. That's the problem and shit. They're not at 99 anymore. But if I'm playing NBA 2K, I can put Carmelo and then Russell Westbrook and Andre Jordan and all these dudes. You can put all these dudes together, and and fucking the White Howard. Come on, man. And Rajon Rondo. Come on. What the fuck? Like. Who put this team together? I don't want to say who put this team together. You got the most fucking head cases. Literally, I'm not even joking. The White Howard is a head case, period. We know this dude is like 51-50. Rajon Rondo is a very strong-minded individual. I ain't say he's crazy, but he's a very strong-minded individual. Russell Westbrook, very strong-minded individual. Very. LeBron is an alpha male.
Yeah.
Fucking Carmelo was an alpha male he's an alpha male mentality who's no longer an alpha male player. You know what I'm saying? His skills have diminished. He's older. His skills diminished, and it's just too much shit, yo. But not to say come playoffs, they won't get it together come the playoffs and shit. But yeah, it's looking a little crazy early on, man.
Yeah. I did. It's not looking good. Not looking good. And like I said, you called that shit. You called it because I was like, yo, this with everybody being traded, it looks like it might be, a pretty good season. And because I was actually looking forward to seeing what they was gonna do.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's like
they still got time to turn it around, but it's just to me it's just the Russell Westbrook shit. It's not going to work. Period. It's not going to work. It's just not. It's just not, yo. It's not.
And wasn't there somebody that got into an argument with either?
No, that was Dwight. That was Dwight Howard and Anthony Davis and shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
During the Phoenix Suns loss.
Yeah.
Yo, that was the headline. What went on with that?
Like just fucking
ego shit.
Ego shit, yo.
Yo, I think it's colorism. It's colorism.
Light skin and dark skin. Yo, successful NBA team. It's like it's not rocket fucking science, yo. You got your superstars and you got your role players, yo. It's not rocket science, man.
I think they're having a lovers quarrel too, man. Shout out to everybody, all the homosexual NBA players that came out. You know what I'm saying? So I feel that also what people don't know. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm so lost right now.
Don't worry about that part, man.
You talking about the shit show in LA? I don't know. Come on,
they got time. To me, they got time to get it together, man. They still got. I mean, it's a long season. There's only 3 games, and you know what I'm saying. They got time. I mean, LeBron is a consummate professional. You know what I'm saying. If anybody can right the ship, anybody can get dudes together. It's him. But I got a feeling that this is not going to be the roster going into the playoffs. I can feel somebody's gonna. I think somebody's not going to be there. It's just too much shit going on. It's just too much, yo.
Way too much. It's
too much. You don't need all of these fucking. It's just weird. It's just weird. And I always wondered, which now my team, in a way, they kind of in the predicament, but they do got a lot of good young players. But I would love to talk to an actual Lakers, like a real Lakers fan. I don't know if Linda's in the chat. I don't know if Linda's a Lakers fan or not. I'm talking about somebody that been a Lakers fan since Kobe and Shaq, you know what I'm saying, or Magic in them. I want to know how do they feel about these? How do they feel? I don't know how do they feel about these teams? Like, is it worth it?
That's how they feel.
Is it worth it to like gut the team? Is it worth it to gut the team? You get rid of all the young players. You trade all your fucking future draft picks just to win one championship. Like, is it worth it? Because then now
that's what they just did. If that's what you're saying, that's what they did.
So it's because 2 years from now, 2 years they are done. When LeBron,
right? I feel.
Well, how about his son? You know that Bronny is about to come up.
Yeah, that's true.
But he can go wherever.
I mean, it depends. It depends.
You're gonna have people that's gonna want to come to play in LA, though.
But if they suck, the championship run, they got 2 more years of the championship run. Championship run is over. This is their window is season and maybe next season, and that's it. The window is closed. So now was it worth it? They won the one already. Said they win one more. So you win 2, but now
it's worth it. It's worth it.
Now hold on. Look at the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's what they did. That's the Cleveland Cavaliers did that. They gutted the entire team for LeBron, brought all the old players in, traded, and then LeBron left, and the team, they've been like one of the worst teams in the league for the last 2-3 years.
And that's why they burned his jersey.
Was it worth it? I'm saying, was it? Well, they didn't burn jersey the second time, but I'm talking about.
I think they would say it was worth it. They got one chip out of it.
But now the team is shit. And then
they're used to that though. They're used to it.
Now you losing money because they wasn't selling out. Nothing was going on because the franchise wasn't shit.
And then they got a chip.
Yeah, I'm talking about after the chip. I'm talking about the chip was that was
years
like
later.
2016. That was like 2017. That's like 5 years ago. They've been the worst team in the league since then for the last 4 years now. So was it worth it? Was it worth it to gut that shit?
To them, yes. If they won the championship, to them is yes, because they know that there's not a sustained dynasty going on in the NBA like that. You know, it's not like it's common across the league and everything. That's why it's so interesting to see all these big teams burn and crash right now.
It's not more common than you think. Like the teams that just stay consistent. Like you think of like the Spurs.
Not common.
That's what I'm saying? You think of the Spurs. You think of like a couple of teams. They just been like just riding like a good flow. The Warriors been rocking since like 2013, 2014.
Facts.
They've been rocking ever since then. You know what I'm saying? Certain teams they kind of stay afloat and keep.
I don't know, D. Very rare. I think you named the Spurs, and I don't think you can name anyone else, man. Everybody.
That's like stay afloat.
Yes.
I think it's more teams.
Golden State.
Since 2013. I mean, but yeah,
Miami Heat has been they've been pretty good.
Yeah, but Spoelstra was a great coach though.
The Sixers, the Celtics has been like consistent. The Raptors have been. I think it's way more the Raptors. The Indiana Pacers have been consistent. A couple of teams, man. Denver Nuggets, the Clippers, the Blazers. A lot of teams have been consistent.
I was about to say the Blazers.
Yeah, a lot of teams have been consistent, man.
Yeah, well, you're right, D. But when I would talk about championship level, wherever LeBron is, LA,
that's a whole other thing.
Level.
Championship level is a whole other thing. Because I mean, we know the history of the league is like very few teams win the fucking title. Very few teams win the fucking NBA championship. That's not even a thing. So I don't know.
So if you could get one, I think you know you're lucky to get one, man. Many people, the greatest. There's some greats out there that never got one.
Of course, but like the smart franchises though, they'll get their one and then they'll keep some shit for the future because you got to think about the future. Unless you just at the job just to do your shit and get fired 2 years later and you don't give a fuck. But if you want to continue success, you know what I'm saying. You gotta
have some type of foundation to build on.
You have to. You know what I'm saying. Or at least you got some cap space coming in the future. You got something coming in the future and shit. So it's interesting though, man. But like I said, a lot of teams are doing their thing though, man. Season is super early and shit, man. Did y'all notice any particular players so far? What's up with Zion, man? What's going on with this dude,
Yo, they just did a story on Zion. They are fearful about this dude because he is 300 plus pounds.
Said that shit from the fuck when he was a rookie. I said the dude is so fucking fat. I said that shit, yo.
Actually, let me tell you this. It's been said ever since he was in high school, because he's from here in South Carolina. And it's been said that like, yo, he need to come down. Maybe in college they'll cut him down some. Nah, this dude got almost bigger. And then you see what happened. He's busting out his shoes
when he got hurt. When he was drafted, I remember when he came in the league. I think he was the heaviest player coming into the league and shit. I think the only player heavier than him might have been Jokic. I think he was the second heaviest player coming into the league, yo. That's not good, man. That shit is not good, yo. That's not good, and that's bad for. And you see, he's always injured all the time and shit. It's not good, man. And then he took offense, man. Karl Malone, even though I don't really fuck with Karl Malone like that, but Karl Malone, he had an interview last year, and he was like, yo, I want to work with him. He offered. He said, I work with him for free. He said, tell him to hit me up. He said, I work with him for free, man, because I see a lot of potential. He said he just, he gotta get in better shape, and I would love to work with him. And then last I heard, they took that shit as an insult. Like he was fucking insulting him and shit.
Like that's not an insult.
That's some young nigga.
That's a veteran
shit, yo. Yeah, man. What the fuck, nigga? You fat? Like what the fuck,
exactly.
yo? Like this dude is like one of the greatest power forwards of all time. Who said he'll work with you and shit for free? Obviously, he's not gonna call you. He wants him to call him. He said, "Yo, call me."
Exactly.
I'm not gonna fucking call you and shit. You call
I'm not gonna
me.
chase you down.
Yeah, he said I mentioned it. He mentioned it, in an interview, and I guess it was. I don't. Last I heard, they said they took it as an insult. He was trying to play him and shit. So
That's crazy, man.
I don't know, man. It is what it is, yo. Anyway, I don't know.
The only heavy set ballers that actually, did something
Mhm.
in the league was Big Baby Davis.
Yeah, he was okay.
Which
he was okay.
he's not okay now.
Nah, he's definitely not okay now.
Yeah. We
was
never
okay.
talked about it, but I don't think we're
Yeah.
going. Yeah.
Yeah.
You had you remember Robert Tractor Trailer?
He wasn't that good.
He was okay.
Nah, he wasn't that good. He wasn't that good.
Shaq, but Shaq
Yeah.
was more in shape, overweight. It was like,
Yeah.
Charles
Barkley
Charles
Barkley.
Barkley.
Yeah.
Charles Barkley. Who else? That's about it.
Oliver McCall.
Oliver McCall sucked, And Oliver McCall's a boxer, Recess. That's a boxer, yeah. he's Oliver Miller. I don't think Oliver McCall played in the
NBA. He danced with Tyson.
He got his ass beat by Tyson.
Exactly. Yeah, man, that's all heavyweights I know. Everybody else, it's like
it just don't work out, man. Yo, I just hope Zion get it together, man. I always said, man, like you give this dude was making $200 million right out the fucking gate, yo.
Yes,
right out the gate before he even played a game. He got his Nike money and he got his NBA money before he even played a game. Like, what is the motivation? What is the motivation? What's the motivation for this dude to like really put the work in? He already got a fucking 200. He already got life-changing money. So what is his real motivation?
But you know what I just thought about? He is a young dude. And the younger dudes have that entitlement problem. So because he was in high school and he was getting all this attention in high school,
of course.
He was getting all this attention in college and playing with Duke. He got his, contract, Nike contract there. So it's like, yo, I did this where I'm at right now, so I don't have to. I can get whatever it is that I want, me being me, the way that I am. This is what I deserve. I paid my dues. No, the fuck you haven't.
Hell no.
You still got some more time.
That's why that's a thing, man. The way the NBA used to be, like rookies wasn't starting. Your rookies didn't start. Come on now. What rookie started in the fucking 80s and shit? Get the fuck out of here, yo.
No.
What rookie came into the fucking NBA and was the star of the team? Come on now. That shit did not happen ever in the 80s and the 90s, yo. Ever. Except for Magic Johnson and shit. And Larry Bird. That was it. That was
before you could get on that court as a starter.
And Shaq.
You're gonna watch all the teams. You gotta wash all the teams' jerseys. You gotta do this, you know what I'm saying? Exactly.
That's why I love what the Lakers did with Kobe. I loved it. I understood it. Kobe came off the bench for like 3 years, man. At least 2 years. Kobe came off the fucking bench. Kobe was pissed. I think he even asked for a trade and shit. We ain't trading you. Fuck out of here, man. This is your role. Come off the fucking bench. And they humbled that shit. They either one humbled him a little. They humbled him a little bit. I think he said it did humble him, but it also made him hungry at the same time. Because now he's like, all right, watch this shit. Once y'all give me the game, watch what I do. So they gotta earn this shit, man. We'll see, man. Like I said, still early in the NBA season, man. Looking forward to what goes down and shit, man.
Yeah. No
doubt. Man. So my Nets, man.
Yo, real quick, since we're on the subject of sports, really quick, 2 sports, real quick. Shout out in the MLB. Shout out to the Atlanta Braves.
No doubt.
Atlanta Braves, they going to the ship, man. Going to the ship against the Astros again.
Okay.
So that's going to be definitely a good series between those two. And then in the NFL, shout out to my Dallas Cowboys. My God, y'all are looking good. Y'all are looking good this season. I'm feeling happy and confident in my sports teams this year. I feel good,
Nice.
you know,
Good.
except for my
What,
college, you know.
so what's their record? The Cowboys.
Cowboys right now, I believe it's 4-1,
Nice.
either 4-1 or 5-1.
Good
After
shit.
last week we had a bye, so I think it's 4-1.
Shit, man.
Yeah, man.
Boys, man. My brothers, man. Wrap up, man. Wrap this up.
Yes.
State of mind. Appreciate y'all for checking us out, man. We are here live on YouTube every single day night at 9:30. To Linda in the chat. Shout out to the
Shout
Belligerent
out.
Bunch. And
Yes.
love all of y'all. Appreciate y'all for jumping in and joining us. Y'all stay tuned. We're gonna drop a couple of episodes in the next coming weeks, man. Retooling a couple of things, man. Just stay tuned to the feed, podcast feed, and the YouTube feed, man. Got a lot of things coming soon. And that's just about it, man. Check us out on social media at Beats Pods and Life on Instagram. Check me out personally. That's at Dame Flavor Style on Instagram, y'all. Peace.
Man, as always, it's your boy Lou Hall. Definitely appreciate y'all checking us out every Tuesday. Even if you can't join on Tuesday, we appreciate you checking us out on YouTube. It's always there. Definitely check it out. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and also hit that bell for the notification. We are here. Once again, like I said, we appreciate y'all. We got more stuff coming. We just keep hitting y'all and hitting y'all and hitting y'all with nothing but hotness. So, if you want to hear some new hotness, if you want to see some hotness, definitely hit me on my Instagram or my Snapchat. That's going to be Lou Hall is IZ back, BACK. Lou Hall is IZ back, BACK. Also, as well, hit me on the email. Definitely we should link. And matter of fact, when y'all hit me up, let me know that y'all listen to the show and you got my email from listening to the show, because it's a lot of hackers out there, a lot of tomfoolery going on. So just let me know where you heard it, so that way I know that you legit. That's gonna be Lou Hall HALL803 at yahoo.com. So that's LOUHALL803 at yahoo.com. Holla.
We were real hippity hoppity tonight. NBA season. D forgot all about my 25th anniversary of Long Kiss Goodnight with Gina Davis and Samuel L. Jackson. You can watch it now for free on Tubi. And D don't know about none about that stuff. Anyway, and I'll
read the book, man.
Yo, D read the book.
Read the book, man.
D read the book, yo.
Man, books are always better than the movies, man.
Books are always better than the book, man.
Book is always better than the book. Give the movie.
Book is always better than the movie, man. and listen, do your thing, man. You enjoy it, man. I'm telling you, Morgan Freeman is not Alex Cross. I tell you that much and shit. But anyway, that's a whole nother story.
Morgan Freeman is not Alex Cross.
You mean Tyler Perry?
He ain't Alex Cross. Well, he's more Alex Cross than fucking Morgan Freeman and shit.
That's true.
Alex Cross is like in his fucking 30s and shit, yo. Morgan Freeman is like 80 years old, yo. I was like, what the fuck?
Morgan Freeman plays every role. This dude played God, so you got to give him his props.
No, now that makes sense. Him playing God makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Real quick about A Long Kiss Goodnight. Gina Davis plays the role of a Samantha Gaines, a mid-aged suburban soccer mom and single mom out there running around, and she just met a guy, and all of a sudden they just realized that in the beginning of the story that she realized who she was, because she's what they call somebody that called a traumatic head injury or whatever. She has amnesia. She can't remember who she was. Then all of a sudden one night she gets into a tragic car accident. She goes right through the windshield. and then little by little it comes back who she is. Long Kiss Goodnight. Samantha Gaines is the character that's played by Gina Davis. She finds out that her real name is Charlene Elizabeth Baltimore, better known to them as Charlie Baltimore. And also, yes, absolutely. If it does sound familiar, Long Kiss Goodnight is a song on Biggie's Life After Death, and it was dedicated to his girlfriend at the time, who was an artist that went on to be with Undies, Charlie Baltimore, who was also featured on Down Ass Bitch with Ja Rule. So yes, Long Kiss Goodnight. Check it out for free on Tubi, like I said. And this is Recess. You can catch me on that Twitter at Southside Recess, one word. And of course, on your IG at GETDAFUCOUTAHERE. Get the fuck out of here.
No doubt. Getting the fuck out of here, man. We out, y'all. Peace.
Peace.